On Tuesday, November 26, 2024, Biscon Communication welcomed an illustrious gathering of veteran broadcasters led by Olorogun Peter Igu, MFR, a foremost producer and pioneer director general of National Lottery Regulatory Commission. The event, hosted by Prince Bisi Olatilo, chairman and CEO of Biscon Communication, was organized to deliberate on and conduct the investiture of the attendees as goodwill ambassadors for the groundbreaking National Senior Citizen Center, an initiative designed to carry out age-friendly services and elders' justice advocacy. It also aims to champion the rights, creativity, and well-being of veteran broadcasters while fostering respect and recognition for their contributions to society. Attendees included the convener, Olorogun Peter Igu, MFR, the host, Prince Bisi Olatilo, foremost broadcaster and chairman, CEO of Biscon Communications, Mrs. Bimbo Loyede, a celebrated TV journalist, broadcaster, and producer, Boma Kalaiwo, also a celebrated newscaster, Mr. Sonny Rabo, a renowned broadcaster, Mr. Tokumbo Odebumi, Mr. Isaac Moses and his wife, Nneka Moses, co-founders and producers of the popular Goge Africa show, Mr. Patrick Doyle, a distinguished actor and broadcaster, as well as notable Nollywood icons, Fred Amata and Tony Akposheri. Also present was the multi-talented Dede Mabiaku, a celebrated singer, songwriter, saxophonist, and composer. In his welcoming address, Prince Bisi Olatilo expressed heartfelt appreciation to the distinguished guests, commending Chief Peter Igu for spearheading such a visionary initiative. He lauded the broadcasters for their invaluable contributions to the industry and their enduring legacy.
Let me thank all of you who are here. I'm not even sure I gave you any information. That's what it is. So it's like not even informing you because you are here in just how many minutes. I'd like you to please put your hands together for yourselves. And that is the way broadcasters have been trained by the likes of him. It doesn't matter what time it is, just approach it. And I'm happy that we cannot say this is not a full house already. A couple of us are still on their way. Some say they cannot drive, they're looking for their children to bring them here and all that. So I'm sure they'll meet us as we go on. But allow him to say exactly why he has decided to honor us in this way. Because he's the convener, I'm just the small host here. And I'm happy that you're here at Biscon Communications premises.
Chief Peter Igu, MFR, in his remarks, expressed gratitude to Prince Bisi Olatilo for graciously hosting the event and to all attendees for their presence.
Well, let me start by also thanking our host, Bisi Olatilo. When I discussed with him just yesterday, he said, please, I have only one request. And I said, why not? He said, let me host you. So let's give him another round of applause And I must thank all of you who are here. Again, I don't believe that things happen by accident. So many things happen and you can see the hand of God behind them.
He provided an overview of the initiative, outlining its mission to celebrate and empower senior broadcasters and entertainers while advocating for age-friendly policies and practices.
I believe that there's still a lot of fire in the furnace. I still believe that there's a lot of knowledge that we have there. I was at my son's movie premiere 2 days ago, and a lot of people interviewed me and all that. And I said, how do you compare us to that? I said, no, don't compare us. Our own time is different, and we know how we did our own things. Their own time is different, and a lot of technology and all that, they know what to do. But you can't say, ignore us, because we are still the reservoir of many years. I mean, a Bisi Olatilo, Bimbo, you cannot, how do you begin to put a price on the experience and knowledge that she had? Or Boma, or Sonny Rabo, or Amata, her friend. how do you put money on the value or the particular dollar? Where do you look at my brother and sister there? Where can you buy that experience? It takes many, many years to train people like this again. And whether you like it or not, we're still among the best that this country has produced in terms of broadcasting.
His speech resonated deeply with the audience, setting the tone for an inspiring and reflective gathering. Boma Kalaiwo emphasized the importance of celebrating legacy and values, while Mr. Sonirabo expressed his unwavering support for the cause.
So how do we talk to people? How do we, without obviously being seen? I mean, let's push people in that direction. Because when you start, this is church. I'm back in church, they're preaching. Oh, this is a motivational speaker. Oh, but when will it end? I have some, people have already made up, but how can one subtly, through the powers that we have, how can we do our own bit? We're so busy doing things for other people and all that, but yeah, so what can we do? What can we do?
Please tell them your name.
But there will always be people who are ready to advise us, to remind us of what things used to be in those days. And this is the way I look at it. So thank you for the opportunity. I will gladly embrace it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Chief Patrick Doyle passionately criticized the lack of equitable recognition for broadcasters who have significantly shaped the nation's narrative, calling for greater national acknowledgement.
We need to do some advocacy for ourselves, because apparently we're in the margins of what we ought to be in the driver's seat of. So we need to do our own advocacy. I think that what we should use this forum, one of the things we should use this forum to do is to establish legacies of deserving people and make sure that it holds.
Chief Mrs. Bimbo Loyede praised the initiative as a creative and timely endeavor that underscores the brilliance of broadcast professionals across all generations.
So for me, I think this is a wonderful opportunity. I embrace it completely. And I think that there are a lot of things that we can do, individually and collectively to ensure that senior citizens, the cumulative experience and knowledge that senior citizens have is not ignored, is not pushed under the carpet or just shoved by the wayside. So I think this is welcome. I did hear about it. I heard about what happened in Abuja, it's nice to be invited to be part of it. Here we are in Lagos, and thank you very much.
Mr. Tokumbo Odebumi highlighted the enduring impact of communication in his personal and professional life, describing the initiative as a commendable step forward.
One thing I will always say is that, my communication background has driven a whole lot of success in all the businesses I've done, even the ones I'm doing in Nigeria. So when an opportunity like this arises, I think I'm always up for it because I actually support quite a lot of organizations like this outside of my own constituency. So count me in. I'm ready for it.
Isaac Moses and Nika Moses viewed it as a platform for mentoring the younger generation, fostering continuity and growth in the media industry.
And when Uncle Bisi sent me a text message this morning that there'll be an honorary gathering of broadcast fraternity, I said, I'm not a veteran broadcaster, but I feel honored to be invited here to be amidst you all. And it's also important to note that broadcasters live long. So I'm really honored to be part of this. Oh, yes. So I'm in this. I support this with my full whatever I have. Yes.
I don't think young people today are ready to start anything on a shoestring budget. That's why it's very difficult to get them to mentor them. Whatever you're saying to them, they're looking at where is the money. So when we start listening to people like you, tell your stories, and share what you've been through to be where you are today, and share your values with us. Like I keep saying, integrity is that currency that is very scarce in our market. So with people like you, a lot of young people, including me, I'm not young, I'm closer to you, will begin to find a way forward instead of getting lost in the social media world. Social media shouldn't be our mentors. Our mentors are right here living with us, and you guys are legends.
Fred Amata, Tony Akposheri, and Dede Mabiaku also expressed their enthusiasm, acknowledging the profound importance of the initiative.
I just wanted to say it is an honor, if not adding a privilege, to be even counted amongst these great people here. And that the other important thing is that the values in our society now are now warped. And in this gathering are some of the protectors of that value system. And it will be good, it is indeed great that we can gather together today here. And one of my own beliefs is that this will re-engineer the value system that we emerged with.
Yeah, if I should borrow a quote like he said, he who rests, rust. Back to Lagos, where Nollywood, where broadcasting actually started. Thank you, and I support and I will keep supporting. Thank you very much.
Because it is important for us. Let's not jettison this fact and look like it's just a committee, because at the end of the day, tomorrow, one thing we owe by being alive is death. Tomorrow we almost go. If nothing starts the right way now and we do it like how it's used to be done, it will fade out. And I want people like you and you, my dear wonderful sister, to have your names in the annals of history emboldeningly respected, because you sacrificed for this that they are eating from freely now. We're talking of TikTok generation. We should have been the people to start it before the whole world. Because WNTV has started some certain things in those days. Go and read the annals of what I took my time to read. Education is power. How many of these children understand that? You see, they kill history for schools, but the thing what would they do for television? Now histrionics. So we need to find a way, Bros P, where we go add all these things into this drive. You see, it will just end up as investiture and coming together, and then the next thing they'll come scatter around for us. Which is the usual thing. Because the system will not want a good thing to work the right way around. We can. Because we went through, 1, the training, 2, the mentorship, 3, the patience and tolerance to follow the road through anything, through thick and thin. But this generation, if not them, we won't say one target to draw in, you go hard unless we start to plan them the right way around. But as far as this is concerned, I'm in.
The highlight of the event was the investiture ceremony, during which the esteemed guests were officially inducted as Goodwill Ambassadors for the Age-Friendly Services and Elder Justice Advocacy Group. Chief Peter Ego, MFR, led the ceremony, imbuing the moment with dignity and purpose. The gathering concluded with a heartfelt vote of thanks delivered by Mr. Sonny Rabo, who commended Chief Peter Ego for his trailblazing efforts and expressed deep gratitude to Prince Bisi Olatilo for his unwavering support. The event ended on a jubilant note with a group photo session and a tour of the Biscon TV facility, marking a memorable day dedicated to celebrating the contributions of veteran broadcasters and charting a course for a brighter future for senior citizens in Nigeria.